I'm Megan Palanza, Product Manager for our Investigator Copilot, and I'm here to give you a quick demo. I'm going to start at the L1 stage of the investigation, where a new investigation has been generated for an L1 to review, and the Copilot is immediately going to provide a synopsis of not only the detection, but also background on the entity that needs to be investigated. At this point, the investigator needs to make a decision if it should be escalated onto an L2 or if it should be closed out for a false positive. So I will ask one other information as to details, since this was triggered based on an international wire, which is considered unusual. So I will ask for the details of the international wire. Get back, and that will help my decision as to moving it forward. Okay, so here's details on the international wire, dollar amount, transaction type, originating bank, and beneficiary, as well as beneficiary of the country, which is China, which is highly unusual. So I'm going to move this forward to L2. So I'm going to make this decision. So risk. Quick note. Decision, and move right directly into the L2 landing page, which will include the synopsis that the Copilot provided me when it was first opened, as well as any notes I may have provided, and then go into the web search. We'll also click on LexisNexis, as well as Google and Bing, and I'm going to type in web search, see what information I get back. All right, now I have several results that Copilot has provided to me in natural language so that I can read this easily and not have to read the entire article. Or as an investigator and I want to dig in a little bit more, I can click on the link and dig into that. So I can save this to be part of my narrative. I'll save this one too. I think they're both going to be helpful. And I'm also going to want to summarize them together. Copilot will now do for me. We've also got this high and low, you'll see here. So this is a probability of a higher, helpfulness. So the AI actually does a match score as well as low. So I could look at the low as well, but I'm going to focus on the high ones right now. Now I'm going to get a synopsis of both articles that I've saved in natural language, so I can have that, and I'm going to add that to my narrative. I'm also going to just double check, make sure I have all of my entities information here. I want to make sure that gets all added to the narrative. Now I'm going to look a little deeper into the transactions. And from here, I've got a little bit of information already on the international wire, but I want to see the details on the cash deposits. So say, still came back with the $14,000 cash deposits, which it also will highlight over here. So the investigator does then not have to search it and pull it out. It can be shown right over here, as well as eventually we'll be showing what the AI's work for further explainability. And I will say other suspicious activity in the last months. All right, and it gives me some additional details, some other transactions which are also highlighted over here, so I can read through these, get a better idea of where it might be. And from here, click off what I find is helpful, and then I can go right over to my narrative, which will have my other saved information and generate the narrative. So the investigator at this point has compiled, analyzed, looked through the information that the Copilot has brought together based on their direction, and is now putting it into a full narrative, which the investigator then reviews, edits, saves, depending on if this moves forward to be reported, or if this is going to be just at the case level. Now, this is turning out to be fairly long, and I know I've got some limitations, so I'm going to ask the Copilot to shorten narrative to 100 words. So based on the first iteration of the narrative, Copilot shortened this up to 400 words based on my instruction. Again, investigator-driven, investigator-controlled, but supported fully by the Copilot as to what needs to be done throughout the entire investigation. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you for your time.